Hello, John from Mighty Dog Roofing. This is Joel from JND SEO. And when I called, I think it was actually your corporate number today, they sent me your email over and said you were the person to talk to for Greenville and to send the video over to you. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat some of your competitors online and actually improve your website a little bit more. And I don't want to waste your time, John. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you do want to hear more information or have any questions, feel free to ask me. We could set up a quick 5-10 minute phone call. If not, no big deal. I'm putting a lot of free tips and strategies in here for you, so you can actually go ahead and use them. Or if you have someone that works on your site, you could show them as well. First thing I'm going to talk about today is content. So I'm on your home page here. Sorry, the 3 topics I'll talk about are content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing we'll talk about is content, and I'm just kind of scrolling through to see how much you guys have. You guys probably have, I would say, maybe between 600 and 800 words of content on your homepage. Google actually recommends having about 1,500 to 2,000. The reason that they want so much is that if you have that much content on your page, they know you're offering a lot of information and educating people, and they're going to rank those sites higher because it really helps them as well, bring in more people to Google and searching. It just helps them, so they're going to rank those higher. The other thing that's possible is a blog, which also does the same thing, where it educates, offers a lot of tips and strategies. A lot of people will click blogs and visit them regularly as well, so they'll rank those high as well. I'm also going to show you Lanier Roofing here because they're one of the top results in the area of Greenville, South Carolina, where you're based out of. And so I'm going to show you them because if you want to get ahead of the competition, well, they're the ones right now standing at the top. So if we look at their page, we can see they also do not have 1,500 or 2,000 words of content on their page. So they do have a good chunk though. So that's just one area. The idea would be really for you to beat them in all 3 areas that we're going to talk about today. So the first thing would be to just bulk up your content a little bit on your homepage, and that would help you to catch them in the content category. The other reason you do want a lot of content on your page is the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into that content. And as an example, I've just put in roofing, Greenville, South Carolina, where you guys are based out of. 200 people do search this exact keyword every single month. So that's why I've used it. It's a really good one, but also it's what new customers search as well, because you can see it does not have a company attached. So if you want to catch their attention, this is one you would definitely want to rank for. So the first thing normally they would see would be these ads, but we're not seeing any on this page. So the second thing that is going to be our first thing is this map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up here based on citations. And that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor. You can also link your social media profiles as well, or a business page with Facebook, for instance. So the top 3 here show up in this little preview window. You could view all of the rest, but this is what's going to be shown on the main search page here. And for this search, it's the first thing that new customers see. So it's a great way to attract some extra attention and maybe some more clicks to your site. All right, and the next thing we're going to find is the organic section. We're going to get 10 results showing up here per page. And these show up in reference to our keyword, which is roofing, Greenville, South Carolina. First, number 1 is going to be Home Advisor. 2 is going to be Linear Roofing, which is what we use as an example. 3 is going to be Better Business Bureau. And the fact that we have 2 out of the 2 directories in the top 3, which is Home Advisor and Better Business Bureau, is actually a good thing because those are not as hard to beat as other companies, which tells us it's very possible to get up there. Next thing we're going to do is I took your website, mightydogroofing.com, and this is your whole website, not just the Greenville branch. And this shows kind of, how your site's doing. So first thing I see, you guys have your business name up here, which is a good thing. And you've got a few keywords. This is really good because it allows Google to find you a little bit easier in searches. And like I said, that's how you're really going to bring in the visitors. So the next thing we'll talk about is backlinks and referring domains. And this is our third topic. So right now you guys have 124 referring domains. These are just domains or websites that are pointing back to your site. Essentially, you have links on them. when people click the links, which are these backlinks here, then they're going to get redirected back to your site, mightydogroofing.com. So if we use Facebook Business as an example, the referring domain would be your Facebook business page. The link would be the actual link for your website where it has the web address there. And that would be a citation that would actually link back, and it would be a referring domain as well as a backlink. The more sites that point back, the stronger Google ranks your site, which is your trust number here. The higher this goes, the more keywords you can be found for. Right now we see that you guys are being found for about 1,200 keywords, which is a great number. That's really big. That's awesome. These are what really bring the visitors in. However, with all those keywords, we can see right now that you guys are bringing in only 16 visitors to your site per month. And keep in mind, this wasn't just the Greenville branch. This was the whole site. So we're going to actually take a look at these keywords. But first, before we do that with you guys, I'm going to scroll over to the competitor. And we can see that Lanier Roofing has some headers as well. They've got their business name as well as a keyword. 94 referring domains, sending back about 1,600 links back to their site. Their trust is a 29, which is bringing about 310 visitors to their site every month. 310 keywords what they're found for, bringing about 293 visitors to their actual site. So we'll look at your keywords first, and then we're going to actually jump over to Lanier Roofing as well. So first thing that pops up is access roofing. So this is a national term, and we can see that 40 people search this every month. For this one, you guys are number 4, and that's going to bring you just under 4 visitors of the actual 40 per month. So if you were in the first position, which is the best, of course, then you could expect to get between probably 20 and 37% of the total volume coming to your site, which is the traffic. So being number 4, the percentage does drop a bit, so it drops you down about 10% at number 4 for this one. And it does vary a little bit per keyword. Then we have Easy Roof, another national term, not really one that I would recommend. And I'll show you some ones that I recommend here in a minute. But I can see right now, so the top 10 positions are going to be on the first page. 10 results show up per page. And that's really where you want to be. That's where the visitors are. Anything after page 1 typically does not get as much attention. 80 to 85% of people will not go to page 2. So this one here that you have a ranking of 12, you can see you're getting 1 visitor of the 60. So you are getting 1, but it's pretty low there. So we can actually see that all of your visitors are pretty much coming from these top 3 keywords. You are probably pulling almost one a month from these last 2, which is roofing, dog, and did we lose 8 years. Now these aren't exactly buyer intent keywords, and I'll show you a couple just to kind of show you what I mean by that. So if we go over to Lanier Roofing, this is what we're really looking for, right? These are the buyer intent ones. This one is one that for new customers. Roofing, Greenville, South Carolina, 200 search it. They're number 1, so they're going to get, just from this one keyword, 61 visitors to their site, and that's of the 200. Next up, Roofer, Greenville, South Carolina. These are buyer intent, the service you offer in a specific location, which means people who search this are looking for this. 400 people search this one, so it's actually even better than roofing. And they're number 5 for this one, but being number 5, still in the top 10 on the first page, middle of the first, still going to get them 27 of the 400. So this one will be a great one to get number 1 on, but it's actually not too difficult. Next up, Roofers, Greenville, South Carolina, 250. Number 4, they're getting 23 of the 250. So you can just see, if you're in the top 10 here, you really start to add up all this traffic. And even these ones that are only 10, that's still going to add up. Some of these have to do with their name, which is probably some repeat customers or referrals, or people who saw their sign. But a lot of these are the new customer ones, which is going to bring in a lot of new business. All right, so you guys have a lot of keywords. It looks like they're not all, though, the buyer intent ones that I typically recommend, where you really want the service with the location. You guys do have a really awesome site, and definitely, adding a little content. And the big thing really would be getting more visitors to come to the site, and getting more traffic coming through by doing some of the things that we talked about today. All right, but now that you guys have the info, if you're happy with where you're at, you don't have to do anything with it, of course. If you have someone that you work with and you do want to grow your business, then, you could definitely show them this video. It's got some great tips in it. Number 3, if you do want to hear more information or you have some questions, we can definitely set up a 5 to 10 minute phone call and I can answer those for you. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great day.